My name is Kathy Magbanwa Fajardo, and I am your presenter this evening. And I'm coming all the way from Pampanga. So originally, I am a trainer working for Norwegian Cruise Line. And now I am a vlogger and a full-time mom and also an entrepreneur. And speaking of vlogging, I would like to invite you to also visit my YouTube channel, which is Practically Kathy. So there are some videos that I also talk about when it comes to our business. Okay, so we are here for a reason, and our reason is for us to earn money. So there's a possibility that we can earn 30 to 60,000 in a month, and that is by being an online franchisee. So what is this all about? Well, if you are ready, then we're going to talk much about it. So there are three factors that are important, especially nowadays. If we have food, which is the basic necessity of man, then we can survive, right? So apart from food, health is also essential. There are a lot of people who wouldn't want to get sick. So we also invest on our health. We buy supplements, we buy things that will keep us healthy and strong, especially in these times of pandemic. And if most of all, as what people say, we need money, all right? Money. Well, some people say that money is the root cause of all evil, but my take on this one is that people need money also to do good. And that is our basic necessity as well. But with what is happening around the world, a lot of people lost their jobs, and you can see demonstrations all over the world, not only in the Philippines, right? And even the basic necessities such as food, healthcare, even paying the bills at home, provisions for a family, like education and all. So those are the things that have become limited because we couldn't even meet our basic necessities, okay? With what is happening right now, we have the pandemic, we have the COVID-19, which also further limited us because we have social distancing. A lot of places in the world have lockdowns and even enhanced community quarantines. And thus, as you can see, there's a lot of hopelessness and uncertainties all over the place, right? And we have seen a lot of people had to go back to the Philippines, lost their jobs, especially OFWs. And I am one of those people who had to return because of this. Even thriving businesses such as restaurants, imagine that. So the pandemic shut down many, even the most prominent businesses and companies around the world, and had become a huge threat to our franchisees. However, would you believe that at these difficult times, in the midst of all of these adversities and uncertainties, this was the time that became the defining moment of our company. Two great leaders seized all opportunities that not only helped us rebuild ourselves, but it also improved people's lives. And I'm very, very proud to introduce to you our president, Mr. Jonathan So, and our vice president, Mr. Kalito Makadangdang. These two brilliant men analyzed problems and the needs in order to come up with solutions. And because of this, I can say that they are the embodiment of what Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. had said. Well, let me just quote this one. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. So in the middle of these problems where people find no hope, there came the two of them, which brought us these great opportunities. Our company won a lot of awards. We've become the Franchise Company of the Year in 2020, and we also got the Most Outstanding Global Entrepreneurs of the Year and also the MLM Company of the Year. So imagine that when all of the businesses and companies in other parts of the world are shutting down, we have these leaders, we have our company really thriving and being so successful. So speaking of our company, let's talk much about it. So our company is JC Worldwide Franchise Incorporated. They also adopted the concept of what Jollibee is doing. Well, also started with McDonald's, that they have to sell off their brands through franchising, and with a lot of owners, they're easily spread out. So it's also the same concept that we have done with our food brands. JC Worldwide Franchise Incorporated has been operating for 14 years. And we are proud to say that with Show My King, we have been doing 7 million pieces of show monthly. Wow. 30 million pieces of shomai monthly. And we have partnered with different companies, very popular in the Philippines, such as SM, Pure Gold, Walter Mart. So you can see a lot of these branches. So we also have coming up soon is also a great brand concept, which is the Show My King Express products, wherein it's going to be like McDonald's. This is like a drive-through service of a kind of a restaurant. And apart from that, we also have two wonderful restaurants. If you're going to have it for franchise, this costs 3 million each. So we have Mambox, and we also have the Boy Bondat. So for Mambox, we have our chicken products. And for Boy Bondat, this is very popular. We serve with big dishes. And our endorser for this one is Mr. Boy Abunda. Our company also owns Daily Mirror, which is a popular newspaper in Mindanao. So when it comes to advertisement, I think we can cover print and the Project Mayo 7, which is the company that produces all of our videos. We also have the health and wellness and beauty and personal care products, which are also very essential. We have 54 business centers, and we have our headquarters in Green Hills. We also have one in Cebu and one in Davao. So all of these products, the healthcare and beauty products, are all accessible to these places around the Philippines. And we also have our JC Premier headquarters internationally. So we have Singapore, Taiwan, Qatar, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and Italy. And hopefully soon in your respective areas, especially the ones in the United States and Canada. Hopefully we'll have a lot of franchisees there. And also part of our company is the most popular mask, the copper mask, and also the Ninja Iron. These are protective equipment to shoo away all of these viruses to prevent us from getting those. So our company owns the IT company, which is the Cloud Panda, which powered up Cherry Mobile. And we also have the apps and the softwares that they developed for Pure Gold and the most popular car brands such as Ferrari and Rolls-Royce. So they also have a lot of partners such as Catanese, Bonito King, Primac, My Baby Planet, and a lot more. So this is the one also powering up our shop links. Okay, so this is our family. This is JC Worldwide Franchise Incorporated. It's like a one-stop shop. You have your food brands, you have your protection, you have your healthcare and your personal care, as well as beauty products. And you also have the IT company, as well as the media companies. So everything that you ask for to run a business is here in this company. Quite a multi-billion company. Now, with this multi-billion company, we have also thought of businesses that will remain strong even in the midst of the pandemic. And these are the brilliant ideas of our leaders. Now, as we know that a lot of these businesses thrived during the times of pandemic, especially the supermarkets. So you see a lot of people going to drugstores, Watson's, Mercadrug, generics pharmacy. All of them boomed during the times of pandemic. There was also a time that we couldn't go out of our houses, right? And even up to now, a lot of people wouldn't want to leave because of fear that they may have COVID-19. So a lot of people delved into online businesses, and e-commerce had boomed in the industry like never before. The world's richest people are in the field of e-commerce, just like the Amazon. So during the time of pandemic, their wealth, okay, has risen by 60 billion, and that includes Facebook as well. All right, Eric Yuan, the one who founded Zoom, made nearly 4 billion in 3 months. So all of these businesses that went online, even here in the Philippines, like Lazada, Shopee, OLX, earned a lot of money. And even big companies also went into online businesses. So with the online businesses, of course, you have to partner with the delivery service. The Lala Move, the JRS, the J&T really earned a lot. So imagine, with online business, it's possible for us to go with these successful people. Online business is our future. This is what is going to thrive, and this is what we are going to do. And taking advantage of the situation that is now happening in the world, our two leaders converted our food cart concepts. Of course, a lot closed, and so they had opened it up to online shop links, wherein the cooked food that we eat outside, especially in malls, are now packed and frozen and could be delivered straight to the houses of our customers. See how convenient it is? In the same manner that all of these products that we buy for their health and wellness and beauty and personal care, we can purchase them online. And everything is so accessible and could be delivered to our very homes, right? And with the delivery service that we have, and that is something that I will tackle, I'm very excited to talk about our new brand, Toktok. So Toktok, just to give you a little bit of a history, it is the logistics department of our company, of our IT company, and that is the Cloud Panda. So what they did is converted this one, made it an independent company, and gave the name of Toktok. And as you can see, we have our endorsers, Maine and Aden, which really made it very, very popular here in the Philippines. So for the online business, what are we going to do? Just these. We should have a working gadget, a strong internet connection, and of course, we're going to use our social media platforms in order to promote and advertise our products and services. So we can use Facebook, which is the most popular one, Instagram, or even YouTube if you want to have your own channel. So this is the number one when it comes to businesses that is thriving in the midst of this pandemic. Okay, so before we get into that, let us just examine first, how much would a traditional delivery service operator earn? And how come it is really, really thriving? Okay, so just to give you a little bit of a bird's eye view, this is a sample computation of a traditional service operator. So we have 100 riders. So with the 100 riders, if you're going to have a delivery fee, an average of 150 per transaction, with 20 deliveries per day, with a 20% income of a regular or traditional service operator, we're talking about 60,000 profit a day. And that equates to 1.8 million per month. 1.8 million per month. So we're talking about millions of pesos here. So millions of pesos would also entail a lot of complications when it comes to setting up a company, right? So how difficult it is to set up our own delivery service company if we're going to put up one? Well, this is what you need if you want to have your own business. First is 50 million pesos. That is just for the app and software development. Not to mention that we also have 15 million for the minimum annual software systems maintenance. And of course, you should have your offices and you have your manpower. So there will be operational expenses and a lot more. So if you're going to compare, okay, so if we're going to do it independently, it would entail a lot, like millions of pesos. and it will be time consuming because you have to put up everything with all the business permits and the manpower and offices, etc. But with our company, it's a franchise company. 90% is done for you, and you're just going to pay 288,888. I think that is reasonable, right? But because our leaders know the situation of a lot of Filipinos, we are not going to have it for 288,888. Instead, we're going to have it for a limited special promo price, introductory price of 58,888, all in. So inclusions of this one is the personal delivery link and the referral code. And we also have the Toktok operator portal, and you will also be provided with full technical support. Of course, we don't have offices here, so we have a call center the company has provided for you. And we also have our online franchise operator training in order to equip us with this kind of business. Are you willing to shell out that money for a delivery service company? I mean, for me, it makes sense, right? And yes, I am willing to go for it. But wait, there is more good news to come. We are going to have it for only 17,888 all in. So imagine you have your Toktok delivery service, and on top of that, a bonus from the company will be giving you all of these food brands, 7 food brands that includes Showmaking Express, Boy Wonder, Pureri King, Shop of the King, Mang Box Noodle House, Burger Factory, plus the Copper Mask, plus the Ninja Iron, and also our JC Premier Health and Beauty products, all in for 17,888. Isn't that a good deal? And this is only for a limited time. Now let's talk about something that is more interesting, and that is how we're going to earn from this delivery service. So as a franchisee, there are several roles that you can choose from. Okay, and with these roles, it equates to the percentage of your income. So let's dwell first on the easy one, and that is just being a franchisee. Okay, so being a franchisee, you'll be earning 3%. And how to go about it? So if we're going to give this delivery links to our friends and family, whenever they book their deliveries here, we get 3%. And apart from that, this is the most preferred one because it's forever. They just download the app one time and they're going to key in your referral code. Your referral code is forever encrypted on their phones unless they uninstall it, of course. And whenever they use this, you automatically get 3% from every delivery. Okay, so that guarantees you eternally. That is for a lifetime. So let's just see how much you're going to earn out of this 3%. So if there are 200 bookings per day for an average delivery of 150 pesos for 30 days, times 3% being a franchisee, there is a possibility for you to be earning 25,000 pesos of a profit per month. Okay, now how are we going to become a Toktok online franchise operator? So this is another role that you can get. And with this one, we're just going to do a little bit more. So with franchisee, all you have to do is to post and post and post it, and also invite your friends to download the app or use your delivery link. With this one, as a franchise operator, you will have to apply for it, okay? But it also goes with a package. You will have to apply as an online franchise operator, and you are going to comply with the basic requirements, and you are going to attend the training, okay? So for the basic requirements, all you have to do is to have an active email, a mobile number, Philippine mobile number, your franchise ID number, and your valid ID with photo. So when all requirements are met, then you will be receiving an email from Toktok with your credentials. So this is an approval email with your operator portal link as well as your username and password. So this is a separate portal if you wish to be a Toktok operator. Okay, so there are 2 things that you will have to do if you will be an online franchise operator. The first one is you're going to post your application link to recruit writers. Okay, so that will be part of your technical training. Inside your portal, you will be getting that application link. And then afterwards, what you're going to do is to top up or load up your writers. So how are you going to go about with this one, Kathy? All right. So just to give you an idea, especially those who are abroad, who may not know the operation here in the Philippines, for the Grab riders, which is one of the most popular delivery service here in the Philippines, with the Grab riders, they have to go to 7-Eleven to put virtual money in their wallets. Okay, they have their Grab app, and inside that Grab app is their Grab wallet. So they have to purchase virtual money from 7-Eleven. Without this money or virtual money in their wallets, they cannot run, because the Grab company gets the percentage out of their virtual money. So it's not that they will have to go to a bank and pay Grab in cash. No, it's not like that. They will have to pre-purchase virtual money, virtual load from 7-Eleven, and that is what they're going to use to pay the Grab company. So in our case, it's also the same thing. However, the 7-Eleven in our company are the franchisees. Our riders buy the load from the franchisees, and that is how we're going to earn the 7%. And as an operator, you also have the chance to have up to 100 riders. Now, this is how the portal looks like. You will be given with a username and the password. And there's a section for you to top up your riders. And also with this information, you can see the deliveries, any transaction that had happened during the week, during the day, whatever it is. And this will be tackled during the operators training. So again, your responsibility is to post, recruit your riders, and to load up. The more that your riders load, the more that you're going to earn the 7%. And this is sample computation of the 7%. If you have 20 riders and there are 10 riders with daily deliveries of 150 pesos, if we're going to times it to 7% of our income in 30 days, this is how much you're going to earn, 63,000 pesos of profit. And we're only talking about 20 riders. Much more if you have 100 riders, right? So there's possibility for you to be earning hundreds and thousands of pesos. Okay. So this is also an important information that you will have to know. Being a Toktok operator, we have a contract that is renewable every year. Well, it only makes sense because our company is quite new. So perhaps there will be additions as we go along. For the fees, we don't know yet because it is waived for 1 year. So hopefully there will be good news that we won't pay extra. But here also, we have a royalty fee of 5%, which is also waived for the next few months until June 30 of 2021. So what do we mean by royalty fee? If your total earnings, for example, is 100,000, and from the 100,000, the 7% or the operator's 7% income totaled to 10,000 pesos only, then you'll only pay for the 5% of that 10,000, which is 500 pesos for that particular month. All right, we'll venture into that because there are also a lot of areas for you to be earning money out of this program or package. So temporarily, we do the delivery services in Luzon, but in the next few weeks or next few months, we are going to operate nationwide. Our next target destination is Cebu and Davao. Okay, so apart from that, there is another role that you can get if you are with a motorcycle and you wish to be a Toktok rider. Of course, you can have all these 3 roles. You can be the franchisee, you can be the operator, and you can be a Toktok rider. So how much does a Toktok rider earn? That is interesting. All right. But before you earn this, you will have to make sure that you attend that training and you are going to have the registration form filled out. Now for your riders who wish to apply, they're also going to use the same application link in order for them to be linked to your system. So the important requirements for that will be the professional driver's license, ORCR. The motorcycle must be owned by the rider. Otherwise, they should have an affidavit or an authorization letter by a family member who owns the motorcycle, and the latest NBI clearance. So once they have completed the requirements, such as getting to the link and uploading these documents, as well as attending the training, within 48 hours, they're going to receive a text message or an email from Toktok, and they can download the app, and right away, they can do the delivery. So this is the earning of the rider. There's a possibility for them to earn as much as 1,500 pesos a day. And it could be more depending on the number of deliveries that they have. Of course, we also need the participation of our franchisees or franchise operators to, of course, promote our delivery service to our friends and family, so we would have a lot more customers. So right now, as I've said, it is limited within Luzon, but coming soon, it will be nationwide. So with this franchise delivery service, there's possibility for you to earn 3%, additional 7%, or if you want to be a writer as well, then you can earn 80%, right, from the customers. Imagine that, almost 90% out of the delivery service fees. That's a lot. Okay, so for this one, this is also an important information that you will have to know. Franchise, again, for a franchisee, it is once only that you're going to have a contract, and it is for a lifetime. But if you are going to opt for another role, which is the franchise operator, you will have a renewable contract yearly. For a franchisee, you don't have a royalty fee, but as franchise operator, you have 5%. And you also have a referral income bonus. If you're going to share this one to your family and friends, you get 5,000 pesos. We're going to talk much about it as we go along. Okay, so for the price of 17,888, this is a special introductory price for a limited time only, up to Monday. Okay, so for everybody out there who would like to venture into a great business opportunity, I think now is the best time for you. So take advantage of this while it is still yet 17,888, okay? Because soon we're going to increase the price to reach to its original introductory price of 58,888. And soon the face value of this one will be at its original intended price of 288,888. So while this opportunity is less than 20,000, please do take advantage of this one. Okay, so what are the benefits of this and the inclusions that we get out of the service? As I've mentioned, we have a call center, and we also have discounted prices when we avail it for our personal consumption, or even if we're going to share it to our family. So for showmaking, we have 30% discount. For Boy Wonder, we have a 10% discount. It's also the same thing with Mambox. And we also have 20% discount for the copper mask and for the Ninja Ion. And for our healthcare and personal beauty products, we have 30 to 70% discount. And some of the products are also buy one, take one. So imagine that. We can save money if we're going to use it for our personal consumption, and we can also earn this percentage out of our shop links if we're going to sell this off for our family and friends. Okay, so we also have access to all exclusive trainings. Imagine if we're going to go for a training, let's say an example would be Facebook ads and boosting. How much do people pay for that? That would mean thousands and thousands of pesos. But for us in our group, in our team, this training are all for free. And we also have access to online business system, which I will show you later. And of course, the referral bonus program. We can participate with that, okay? So the advantages, this is crisis proof, whether there's pandemic or whether there's a lot of things that is happening in the world, whether there be crisis, we are going to thrive, okay? We have the food, we have all the essentials, we have the health, and we also have the delivery service. So there's no quota. You don't have to maintain a certain amount in order for you to keep with the business. No monthly charges, no annual fees, no minimum expenses, one-time payment only, and it's a lifetime business. And of course, if something happens to us, it could be inherited by our loved ones, right? Again, this is a promo and with limited slots only for the value of 17,888 until Monday. Okay, so I think I have tackled much, and we're going to go to the frequently asked questions now. So I'll just briefly read this one. What are the serviceable areas for the online franchise? So for the Toktoks, right now it is within Luzon, but we're going to talk about our food products. It is limited to NCR and selected Luzon areas. I will show you the serviceable areas in a little bit. And for all non-food product non-food concepts, it is available nationwide and is also available international because we have also our headquarters in different parts of the world. So for the food, we have Siomai King and we have Boy Bondat and Mambox. So we have Siomai King, we have National Capital Region, Region 4A Cavite, and Region 4A Laguna. So for Boy Bondat and Mambox, we have National Capital Region, and for Mambox, we have an addition of Region 4A that is Rizal, Montalban, and San Mateo. All right, so you can see these posters along with our promotional materials for you to be guided accordingly. And also coming up soon, there will be an integration of these food hubs nationwide. All right, so right now, all of the food orders are coming from our head office. That is the reason why we have limited areas of delivery. But coming soon, when we have the nationwide delivery service, there will be food hubs located in all places of the Philippines. And from there, we can provide the deliveries even to areas like Visayas and Mindanao. All right, so more especially in a lot of places in Luzon that is far from the head office. Okay, so this will be an integration. So when you order from the food shop link, it can be delivered to your houses eventually. So do we have permits to operate from LTFRB? Yes, as I mentioned, this is the logistics department of our IT company called Tanda, and we are operating with permits from LTFRB. What are the requirements for the riders? Again, NBI clearance, professional driver's license. It must be really professional driver's license. Otherwise, they will be penalized. The riders will be paying, I believe, 5,000 pesos, no, if they would be caught by policemen. So it's an owned motorcycle with proof of ownership, such as ORCR. And if they don't own the motorcycle, like it is from a relative, then they will have to show proof, like authorization affidavit, and of course, 2 valid IDs. Do we have contracts as franchisees? Yes, we have one-time e-contract. Once the links are activated, you will see these e-contracts. And if you're going to be an operator, it is renewable every year. So for the franchisee, it's once, but it's for a lifetime, okay? But for the operator, we are going to renew it every year. How long will be my online franchise contract? Again, it's for a lifetime for Siomai King and other concepts. But for Mambox and Boy Bondat, let me put an emphasis on this one. It is just for 1 year, okay? And for the franchise operator, it's renewable. Do we have orientations and training for the business? Yes, we do have it. Just like this platform via Zoom, most of our trainings are done via Zoom. Do we have marketing materials for the business? The answer is also yes. We're going to provide. So with the team that we have, the Team Magnetar, you're very, very lucky that all of the tools and the commercials, the videos that you need will be provided for, okay? So we have this referral program. What we do is share the love to our family and friends. What I did was just post and post and post on my Facebook page. And guess what? It caught people's attention and people got interested. So you'll never really know who you will run into and who will reach out to you and say, what is Toktok? And that is your opportunity to share to them this wonderful business. So as a reward, if you are going to have a successful referral, the company will be giving you 5,000 pesos. I think it is a strategy now because in our company with Norwegian Cruise Line, when we refer a friend or family member, if they would become a crew member joining our company, we are rewarded with 2,500. And what we have for a bonus here is quite higher. It's double the price, right? It's 5,000 pesos. So I do suggest that you just keep on posting. And if you have friends and family that are interested, invite them this kind of platform. You don't have to explain much. We will do the explaining for you. And once they sign up, you get 5,000 pesos. Okay, so this is our leaders. So we are with the team Magnetar, with Mentor Genesis and Professor Cecil Domingo. They are the strengths behind this team. Okay, so they have provided for us this tool. So we have our group pages on Facebook. We have the Magnetar Academy, wherein we can have our training, our business tools, where we can get most of our promotional materials. And we also have our Haven, wherein we can interact. And soon we're coming up with our Team Magnetar website, where all of these things are incorporated into one. I'm telling you right now that this business is a once in a lifetime opportunity. If we're not going to take advantage of this now, this will come to pass. In the long run, these are the things that you will have to think about. In the long run, what will it do for you? 2 to 3 years from now, how much will be the value of this business and how much will you be earning? Well, I hope that this will give you much of a hope and an inspiration, because in our case, every single day, there's reason for me to always look forward to something. And this business gave me much of an energy like that when I was still working or being with family. So I really thank God for everything, for all the blessings that came about. To God be the glory. Thank you very much.